campus. We cater to the needs of the queer community on campus through programming such as this, educative events, events to bring us together as a community, events to bring us together as a community with FSU. Our biggest programming is the LGBTQ Student Resource Center, which currently is located on Woodward Avenue, across the street from Starbucks, second story of the only white brick house left in that area. We're currently moving, in the process of moving, so when that building is gone, we'll be in the second story of the Union behind the SGA offices. So come and see us Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Excited?
Yes.
Okay.
So much.
Seminole Christian Life.
Yeah, Seminole Christian Life is a registered student organization. We actually have a Sunday service in Bellamy 021. Our last one will be this weekend. And it's our last big event of the semester, but throughout the semester we have various events that we do. In addition to our weekly service, we have weekly small groups that meet at people's houses. And we also, one of the big things this year has been planning a Tanzania trip. We're going to build a chicken farm for an orphanage there. You guys have seen the I Bought a Chicken campaign. I think somebody's wearing one of the shirts over there. So that's basically Seminole Christian Life, and we're really excited to be able to do this event tonight and be able to start some dialogue.
So speaking of that, this is a panel discussion, not a panel debate. So what's going to be happening is we're going to let each individual panelist give a brief 5-minute introduction of themselves, their religious background, and their thoughts on same-sex attraction, how religion plays into that, and then we're going to go into question and answer. Everybody should have note cards on your chair or desk, wherever. We ask that you write questions down because this is a sensitive topic. We will be fielding the questions. We're going to try and be fair and balanced, make sure everything is answered, make sure the repeats aren't continuously asked. So write your questions down. You can write them down now. You can write them down halfway through. Just throw it up if you have it written or whenever you write it down. If you need more cards, just throw your hand up. We have more of those available as well. Again, this is a discussion, not a debate. And it is really important that you all realize these people all have given up their time for free. Most of them are here from across the country. I think more than half of them are from out of town. Respect them. This is not something where we're going to badger them. They are not the spokespeople for their respective opinions. They are just a part of that. So respect their time, respect their efforts, respect them as people. Don't debate them. A couple more things. FSU PD may be coming in and out. Don't be alarmed. It's just there are a lot of people here, so they just walk in and out of events like that. But since we're all sitting down, you're going to be able to notice them. Don't worry, it's okay. Also, it's a sensitive topic. If you need emotional support for whatever reason, there are going to be people in the back. Heather's back there. Wave your hand, Heather. Danielle's going to be somewhere. You can see these people for emotional support. They're going to be there to listen to you. They're not really going to be there to tell you one thing or another. They're just going to listen to you. So you can search them out. So that's that. Any questions about the format or anything before we introduce the panelists? Okay. Well, first we have, with Exodus International, Frank Carrasco. Carrasco, I'm sorry.
So, my name is Frank Carrasco, and I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. That's where I reside today. Currently a student as you guys are. I myself, I've struggled with homosexuality myself, and I don't come from a religious background, at least not being raised in a religious home. I have become a Christian over the years. Now, when I became a Christian, I did, in reading the Bible, I did find verses that would suggest that it was incompatible with my faith. That caused a lot of conflict within me. But that wasn't the only thing. I also, just in my own view of what I wanted for my life, I knew that a homosexual relationship wasn't necessarily what I wanted for myself. I had some gay friends, and I thought that was cool, but I just didn't want it for myself. But I felt very conflicted because I felt like the world was telling me that I had no choice. I was born this way. There was no way that I could change. I had to accept a life and a label that I just really didn't want. Finally, I graduated high school, and all my friends left, and I was left all alone with nothing but just my own struggle and nobody really to talk to, except for one person. This led to a really dark period in my life for a whole year, and I would cry out to God. I'm like, God, please kill me or save me, but don't let me live this way. I don't want this. Eventually, I went to one of my Christian friends, who confronted me because she saw that I had become very dark. She said, "Frank, what is it? What's the matter? You used to be so lively, so giddy, and now you're just so pessimistic and so dark." And I told her the words that I was so afraid to say. I told her, "Jenny, I'm gay." And I'll never forget it. She replied, "All right, are you happy? Do you want to be gay?" She wasn't judging me. She was just asking for my benefit. Like, what is it that I really wanted to? And I told her, I'm like, of course I didn't want to be gay. I've tried everything to change, but this is who I am, and there's nothing I can do about it. She calmed me down, and she told me that she knew of this ministry that helped people who were struggling with this, Christians who were struggling with this, and wanted to maybe come out. That's when she led me to Worthy Creations. That was 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years ago in June. I came into Worthy Creations, and I came with my Bible highlighted and cross-referenced because I believed that God made me gay and God condemned me, because that's what I learned from my church and from popular culture. I've come to learn that that's a misconception. But this group of people all struggling with homosexual attractions, they loved me and they helped me walk with God, and they helped me understand what does it mean to struggle with same-gender attractions. Can they be overcome? Was I born this way? Does God hate me? After 6 years, I'm so thankful that now I get to work with this same ministry on a volunteer basis. And so I work with Christine, who will be introduced later, but I help lead the group as well in Fort Lauderdale and help give hope to those who were in the same shoes that I was 6 years ago.